Hello, my name is George Moore, owner of Moore's Sewing Center in Southern California. You know, Janome makes an incredible machine, and the Continental M7, in my opinion, has broke all the barriers in precision because it is the finest sewing and quilting machine. Now we have a new model, the Continental M7 Quilters Collector Series, and the most exciting thing about this machine is I can ship it to you nationwide. This machine starts with the most durable casting. It's all metal, so you can hear that. That's a metal casting throughout the whole machine. The actual surface is painted, and so that's like machines used to all be made. And that combined with a brushless DC motor, this machine is the fastest available in its class. Over 1,300 stitches per minute when it sews. But also the power. This machine can go through the thickest materials like you see here with this leather belt. Okay, now here's a secret. I'm only using a size 80-12 universal needle. I would recommend a leather needle, but you see the power so consistent so it can go through this without any hesitation. Now it's large opening, 13.7 inches to the right of the needle, and I combine that with this sewing table that comes with it. We have plenty of room to work with even the largest quilts, especially when you're free motion. They're bulky, and so you can really work with it and see the beautiful lighting that's on the bed of this machine. The screen is so intuitive, so I can just browse through the various stitches, over 400 built-in stitches, and I can even select things, and when I adjust them, it shows me real-time the adjustments on the screen. I can take many of my stitches and do automatic mitered corners. I can select the angle, the size, and it's amazing how you can create these beautiful motifs. But let's get back to how this sews, okay? So the most important part about a sewing machine, besides the motor we talked about, is also the feed system. Now, this machine has a dual feed, and that means it feeds on the bottom and the top. But what's unique about this, the top feeding is controlled by a motor. So that means that you see this here, this mechanism that's moving up and down, that is the feed system, but I have not attached an actual shoe on it. And I have a wide variety of different accessory feet or shoes to put on it. The one I like using the most is this extra large one, and this gives you more front feeding than any other machine. So when I'm working with like multiple layers of, you see here, denim, or let's say vinyl. This vinyl is hard to sew. This machine has no problem. And of course for quilting, it's quite amazing. So with this right here, I can even take the most difficult of fabrics. In fact, see that because the top feed is controlled by a motor, I can speed it up on the screen. I can make it go faster. So when you see here, I actually have this fake fur that's so thick that any other machine, even with the top feed, it wouldn't sew. This machine has no problem because of that precision feeding. In fact, they call it Accufeed Flex. I have complete control. Now, you have different types of feed systems, or shoes as I called it. I can change a plate, first of all, by just pressing the icon on the screen. I can change to a high performance plate, but also the high performance feed system puts the needle all the way to the left side and gives it a single hole and single feed system so that I can work with the most difficult fabrics. Here you see this lycra with sequins. Okay, now this is very tough to work with, and so this has no problem sewing with this. So there's virtually no fabric this machine can't sew well. Now, also, this machine, as I mentioned, has 400 built-in beautiful stitches. But many machines, they have so many things to do on them, you don't know where to start. So that's where this machine has several tools to help you. Number one, I have what's called the AccuSpark app. What that means is I can take any a stitch function, and you see that the QR code, I can zap it with my phone, and it goes right to that part of the instructions. And so what that means is that I have real-time help or instructions on whatever I do, whether it's a sewing or a decorative stitch, or in this case, a ruffler. It tells me how to set up the ruffler. But let's think about, again, how this machine has so many amazing features and stitches, but I want to make it simple. So that's what they have, what's called the sewing application pages. What this means is it funnels down the information to give you exactly what you need based on how you're going to apply it. Like in this case, I want to do piecing. So I select the quilting application function, I select piecing. It sets up a perfect a 1/4 inch with the foot. The 1/4 inch foot is shown here, and it's a scant 1/4 inch. Now I can make that adjustment to how I want, but it also adjusts the tension, the stitch length, and everything. And when I sew the first piece, it actually stops and asks me if I want the same size. And what that does for me, it memorizes it. So every time it ends at the end of that piece and raises the foot so I can put the next one in perfectly. See how easy that is? Now let's take applique. A blanket stitch is a very popular applique. And what that stitch does, it goes 2 forward and 1 back, 2 forward and 1 back. The problem is when I turn a corner, sometimes it goes reverse when I don't want to. With this application, I can actually tell it at the time I turn the corner. So that way it will only do the forward motion after I turn the corner. So my corners are always perfect. It gives you so many other applications like ruler work. I can do free motion work with rulers, and it sets everything up using the ruler work foot. It is so easy. It even has an application on it which gives you, it's called a block advisor. It gives you all the information for making the most common blocks based on the size you select. It tells you what pieces to cut. Everything is so easy. So this machine, as you see, is so incredible. And I just scratched the surface of the many features. But what's exciting is the special deal I can offer you. This machine has a regular retail price of $7,999. And you know what? It's worth it for the precision of this machine. It's on sale for $59.99. We have interest-free payments for under $167 a month. Now, if you don't need to finance, give us a call at 1-800-865-9664 and discover a special bonus we have if you don't finance. But also, we have a bonus that's available with this that's available for a limited time. So let me go over that special bonus. Now, in addition to all the incredible accessories that are included with this machine, in fact, Janome gives a lot of value. All kinds of accessories are included with this machine. But also, for a limited time, I'm including a special bonus. Included with this bonus, let's start with 24 spools of beautiful iris thread. This is cotton thread that's refined, so it gives you beautiful stitch results for quilting and applique. Also included is this full color workbook. Now, the instruction manual is good, but instruction manuals are written by engineers. So what I like about a workbook, they're written by educators. So this has step-by-step instructions so that it goes through everything you can think of. It gives you a page to go through it. It gives you the settings, even gives you a sample of what it should look like. So if you go through this entire book, this book would basically teach you how to use it. So I love this workbook that's included. Also is included is the 6-piece ruler work set. This ruler work rulers are designed specifically for the Janome to give you great results. Now remember, this machine has built-in ruler work, and so I can use these and I can create some beautiful free motion quilting. But what I like about ruler work is that it guides you in moving it. So this is a 6-piece set that's designed specifically for Janome. Now they also give you some incredible accessories. Now there's 3 different accessories that are geared toward the Accufeed Flex, that wide one. So this one right here is a piecing foot. So sometimes you need a 1/4 inch, but you need that better feeding system. So we can work with this foot for that here. And again, this one right here is a wide straight stitch foot. So this foot, in combined with the Accufeed Flex, would be great for very difficult fabric, thick fabric, slippery fabric. This is something that's normally extra. We also have an open toe foot. The open toe foot does give you a better view, but also this would be great for stitching the ditch or applique when I want to do some decorative stitches. And then finally, the Ultra Glide plate and foot. So again, I press the button on the screen and it raises the plate. I can change this plate. This is coated with a non-stick material, both the plate and the foot, so it gives you better results for working with slippery or sticky fabric, which is difficult. Also is included are 3 packs of needles. So this total package value is actually over $509, and that's included free with the purchase of the Continental M7 Quilters Collector Series, but this is for a limited time. Once we run out of these, we cannot get any more. So give us a call at 1-800-865-9664 or click on the link for more information. Bye for now.